There is something that happens with makeup over the years that almost nobody talks about openly. The techniques we learned at 20, refined at 30, and perfected at 40, the ones that became second nature, the ones we can do in the dark, are very often the exact techniques that are aging us at 60. Not because we are doing them wrong, but because our skin has changed, the texture has changed, the way light interacts with it has changed, and makeup that once sat beautifully on a smooth, firm surface now behaves completely differently on skin that has softened, shifted, and thinned with time. The result is that millions of women over 60 are applying makeup with genuine skill and care every single morning, and walking out the door looking older than they would if they had applied significantly less. Today we are walking through the 7 makeup habits that are most consistently aging women over 60, and for each one, the specific adjustment that immediately takes years off the face. These are not dramatic overhauls. They are precise, small changes that make an enormous visible difference. Stay with us through all 7, because the last habit is the one that surprises almost every woman who hears it, and it is one of the most common habits in every makeup routine. The skin at 60 is fundamentally different from the skin at 40. It produces less oil, which means it is drier and more textured at the surface. It has less volume beneath, which means products that once sat flat now settle into lines and creases. Understanding this is the foundation for everything we cover today. Full coverage foundation was designed for younger skin with enough moisture and elasticity to keep the product sitting evenly on the surface throughout the day. After 60, a heavy foundation does something very specific and very aging. It settles into every fine line, every pore, and every texture on the skin within the first hour of wear, emphasizing every single one of them rather than concealing them. The adjustment is not to stop wearing foundation. It is to switch to a lighter coverage, a tinted moisturizer, a skin tint, or a sheer foundation that allows the natural skin to show through while evening out the tone. The result is skin that looks alive and luminous rather than coated and flat. The less product that sits on the surface of mature skin, the younger and healthier it reads. This is the single most impactful change most women over 60 can make to their makeup routine. Setting powder was essential at 20 when excess oil was the primary concern. After 60, when the skin is significantly drier, a heavy layer of setting powder does the opposite of what we want. It emphasizes dryness. It settles into fine lines around the eyes, mouth, and forehead. And it gives the skin a flat, matte finish that reads as aged rather than polished. The adjustment is to use powder sparingly, a light dusting on the T-zone only where any shine appears, or to eliminate it entirely and use a light setting spray instead. A slightly dewy finish on mature skin always reads younger than a heavily powdered one. A dark lip color or a heavily drawn lip liner creates a strong, defined border around the mouth that draws the eye directly there, and after 60, when the lip line has naturally softened and fine lines have appeared around the mouth, this strong definition actually emphasizes those changes rather than concealing them. Additionally, dark lip colors absorb light rather than reflecting it, which can make the lower half of the face appear heavy and aging. The adjustment is to move towards softer, more reflective lip colors, a warm nude, a soft rose, or a muted berry, applied with a blurred rather than sharply defined edge. A lip color that is close to the natural lip color, but slightly more refined, reads as polished without drawing unwanted attention. Blush applied at or below the center of the cheek visually pulls the face downward, which is exactly the opposite of what we want after 60, when the face has naturally begun to shift slightly with gravity. The adjustment is simple and immediate. Apply blush higher, directly on the cheekbone, and blend it upward toward the temple rather than across the cheek. This lifting placement visually raises the entire face and creates the appearance of higher, more defined cheekbones. The effect is subtle, but the difference is significant. A heavy, dark eyeshadow on the lid does 2 things that age the eye after 60. First, it makes the eye appear smaller, and eyes that already have slightly more hooded lids due to natural changes in the skin need light, not darkness, to appear open and awake. Second, dark pigment increases and folds, emphasizes rather than diminishes them. The adjustment is to use lighter, more reflective tones on the lid, a champagne, a soft taupe, or a warm ivory, with definition kept to a soft wash in the crease rather than a heavy line. This opens the eye, brings light to the face, and creates a polished look without any heaviness. Lining the entire eye, upper lid, lower waterline, and lower lash line with black eyeliner creates a closed, heavy border around the eye that significantly reduces its apparent size. After 60, when the eyes naturally appear smaller due to changes in the surrounding skin, this technique works directly against the goal of looking more awake and youthful. The adjustment is to use a soft liner, brown or gray rather than stark black, on the upper lash line only, kept as close to the lashes as possible. The lower lash line should be left clean or touched only with a very soft, smudged line in a lighter brown. This opens the eye immediately and makes the entire face appear more awake and rested. This is the habit that surprises most women, because it feels like a skincare topic rather than a makeup one. But the condition of the skin before any makeup is applied determines everything about how that makeup performs throughout the day. Dry, unhydrated skin causes foundation to separate, powder to cake, and every product to settle into lines within the first hour. A well-hydrated, properly moisturized base allows every product applied afterward to sit more evenly, last longer, and look significantly more natural. A quality moisturizer applied generously and allowed to absorb for 2 to 3 minutes before any foundation or tinted product genuinely changes how the makeup performs. Add an SPF, which also protects the skin from further aging, and the difference between a makeup routine that works and one that does not often comes down to this single preparatory step. What connects all 7 of these adjustments is the same underlying principle. Mature skin needs less, not more. Less coverage, less powder, less definition, less intensity. And in that reduction, something genuinely beautiful emerges. Skin that looks alive, eyes that look open, a face that looks rested and radiant, rather than made up and masked. None of these changes require new products or significant expense. Most of them require only a shift in how existing products are used. Lighter application, higher placement, softer edges. Of the 7, switching from heavy foundation to a tinted moisturizer and moving blush higher on the cheekbone are the 2 changes that will make the most immediate and visible difference. Start there and adjust from that point forward. Makeup at 60 is not about covering what age has done. It is about enhancing what time has given. The confidence, the refinement, the genuine comfort in one's own skin that only comes with having lived fully and well.